concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Got his man, Dell. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Cunningham. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Here's a 2nd and 5. That's complete to Dell. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. And he stopped immediately there. Now a 2nd and 10. A play fake. Now Cunningham. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second and 10. They run. It's Tucker. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes we talk about throws with somebody defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45.
Let's go now.
On first down, Bruce. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Bruce. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
You talk about this Lions defense.
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get out. Chip away their timing.
They'll run on first down. Bruce. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll try the left side. Bruce. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. On second down, here's Cunningham. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On third down, Bruce. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They get this out quickly to the left side. Touchdown! A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Second and 5. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
A carry here for the big tight end. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On the ground, it's Tucker.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 20. A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously, they inspired their D, because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
Right back to him on first down. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll run with Tucker. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporte. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Nifty move. And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Bruce. The 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 39 yards there, a big one. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Tucker, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also, it may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Cunningham. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have locked their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And we'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Boy, 175 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On first down, Bruce. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Bruce, and he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 3rd down, Bruce. Gets around him, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll run on first down. Bruce. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down now. Bruce. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Off play action, it's Cunningham. That's complete to Chandler on a check down. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Whatever the discussions were at halftime in trying to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On second down, Bruce. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On third down, Bruce. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. That is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Don't let him run. Come on, focus, boys, focus. Come on, guys, you got this. Let's win.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Bruce, he'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On second down now, Bruce. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Cunningham looking to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Tucker. Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 72 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He'll keep it himself. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now a handoff up the middle. Tucker. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. The Lions on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Patterson's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Okay, let's make some good calls.
A throw out wide by Cunningham, complete. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. On 1st down. It's Tucker, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
2nd and 13. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And now off to the races down the right side. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson from 19 yards away. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. One of the linebackers has got it. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Up the middle they go. Bruce. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Vikings up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. A pretty good looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 1. They run the counter. Tucker trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Tucker. Loose inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 123 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
On first down, it's Cunningham. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Cunningham to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Now Cunningham. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
We got London on the
whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Whole club selling out of